Hi, Dave Roscoe here. Last week I hinted at something that I said that if this was true, then the Pi network was brilliant, and it gave me more hope that the project could ultimately be successful. Now, originally I said that the video would be available over the weekend, and that didn't turn out to be the case, but better late than never, right? For a while now, we've been kind of laughing at some of the people posting comments about the global consensus value, or GCV, in particular, the value of $314,159 US. Turns out they may not have been wrong, but there's a huge caveat there. For many reasons, that particular value of GCV is ridiculous and could never be realized when you think about it in terms of traditional cryptocurrencies and valuations. However, this new information that I have, if true, changes everything. And I want to talk to you about it today because we might have all been right. Yes, the GCV is ridiculous, but under the right conditions, it's not. I want to introduce you to something that you may not have heard of before. The Pi network has been gaining attention recently due to speculation about a potential price pegging mechanism. While the Pi core team has remained neutral on price speculation, leaked information suggests that they may be exploring a pegged value for PiCoin. In this video, we're going to cover a few topics. What is price pegging and how it works? A leaked smart contract suggesting price stabilization, why GCV is unrealistic without a price peg, and how a pegging system could make GCV viable. So, what is price pegging? Price pegging is a mechanism that stabilizes a cryptocurrency's value by controlling supply and demand through minting or creating more tokens and burning, removing tokens from circulation. Pi network may implement price pegging to prevent extreme price volatility, support merchant adoption by maintaining a predictable value, establish PiCoin as a stable asset in the crypto space. Similar systems exist in stablecoins, but if Pi adopts it, it could be one of the first major cryptocurrencies to use price pegging at such a high value. In March 2025, a leaked smart contract associated with Chainlink was discovered, referencing a price stabilization mechanism for PiCoin. Key findings from the leak include a target price of $314,159 US. A mechanism was included to burn Pi if its price drops below the peg and mint Pi if it rises above. This suggests Pi network may introduce an algorithmic price stabilization system. This leak does not confirm that Pi network will use a peg, but strongly suggests they are testing the concept. The global consensus movement within the Pi community suggests that one Pi would be worth $314,159 US. However, this price has no foundation at all without a pegging mechanism. Without a pegging mechanism, GCV alone is unrealistic because Pi is already trading on open exchanges at right around $1.13 as of this morning. There's no way to enforce a GCV without restricting trading. 100 billion max supply would make Pi's total market cap 31.4 quintillion. Impossible in global finance. Now, yes, I know people are going to get in my comments and say that the 100 billion Pi will never be in circulation, and it doesn't matter. Even a significant fraction of that would quickly make this possibility ridiculous in a traditional sense. However, if Pi network implements a price peg, GCV could become viable under controlled conditions. How could a pegging system make GCV realistic? If Pi network enforces a price peg, the value of Pi could be stabilized at a higher price, potentially aligning with GCV. Possible ways that this could happen: A liquidity-backed peg. Pi's price is supported by real assets or reserves. A merchant-enforced peg, where businesses only accept Pi at the pegged rate, forcing adoption. An algorithmic peg, where smart contracts mint or burn Pi to control its market price. Exchanged enforced pegging, where Pi network partners with major exchanges to list Pi at the peg. The success of a pegged price system depends on liquidity support, exchange listings, and market demand. Now, the Pi network core team has repeatedly discouraged price speculation and has not officially confirmed any price peg. In fact, some of the public statements they've made is that Pi has no official market price yet. We are focused on developing the ecosystem, not setting a fixed price. GCV is a community-driven concept, not an official policy. These were all public statements made by the Pi core team. However, this does not disprove the possibility of a future price pegging mechanism, especially if liquidity controls and merchant adoption support it. So regarding the future of Pi, what do we want to look for if Pi Network is planning to introduce price pegging? Mentions of supply burning and minting. This would confirm Pi Network is using supply control mechanisms. Major merchants accepting Pi at GCV rates. This would show businesses enforcing a stable price. Official exchange listings at a higher price. If Pi is listed above $1.13 and moves closer to the peg, the strategy is working. And finally, a liquidity reserve announcement. If Pi Network backs its peg with real assets, it would greatly increase credibility. What this means for Pi holders. Right now, Pi is trading at around $1.12 on open markets. The leaked contract suggests price pegging is being tested. GCV is unrealistic on its own, but could become viable if a peg is introduced. If a price peg is confirmed, Pi could become a stable and valuable asset. What to do next? Stay informed, watch for official Pi Network announcements, monitor merchant adoption. The more businesses accept Pi at a stable rate, the stronger the peg. Be cautious with speculation. A price peg is not confirmed yet, so trade wisely. As you can see, this would change the game. And if they're successful, and there's no guarantee they would be, especially now that they're already listing Pi Network on exchanges. However, their exposure to markets is relatively small right now. And I've even heard people suggesting that you may want to move your Pi out of exchanges back into the ecosystem for this very reason. But that's about all I can say about that because there's been very little information out there. We may have all been wrong. Yes, GCV is a ridiculous goal when you look at it from the standpoint of standard market dynamics. However, with fixed pricing and an automated method to control supply, it becomes possible. We're going to have to keep a close eye on this. So remember, the success of Pi Network begins with you. Pi to the moon. Peace.